So, Connie, it's good to see you. And we've been talking and we've been spending time together. And today, wanted to see if there's something you might be interested in making a plan about, anything that you might want to do for your health in the next week or two.
Well, as we've been talking, Brent, I've really been remembering that there's something that my doctor said to me that they recommended I do, and I have not made very much progress on it. And they told me I really should be drinking more water.
Okay. Does that sound like something you might want to build a plan around?
Yeah, I know I should. I know I should. I just haven't really, yeah, haven't got anywhere yet.
Okay. Well, many people find it useful to get very specific about their plan. Would that help for you?
Well, what I've been doing hasn't been working, so I'm willing to give it a try.
Okay. So, if that's okay, when would you start?
Well, I guess there's no time like the present, so maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow.
Okay. And you want to drink more water. What would that look like?
Well, I one of the recommendations I got was to make sure I drank 4 tall glasses of water every day, in addition to what I'm already doing, like having a cup of tea with my breakfast and, a glass of milk with my lunch and then, something with dinner. So, yeah, so 4 tall glasses of water a day would be good.
Mhm. And how often? You said a day. So
Yeah,
how
so
often would you
four
do
a
that?
day. Well, I guess I probably need to spread it out during the day too, don't I? Yeah.
And where would you do that?
Well, I work from home, so I'll be doing it at home. So yeah, spread throughout the day when I work from home. Yeah.
Okay. And how often?
Well, like you mean like how many days a week or?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the doctor expects me to do it every day, and I suppose if it's good for me, I should do it every day.
Okay. So just to make sure we understand the details of your plan, would you mind putting it together and saying it aloud so we both are clear on what your plan is?
Yeah, so I'm going to drink 4 full tall glasses of water every day starting tomorrow.
Mhm. And how confident or sure do you feel about carrying out your plan?
Confident?
Yeah, or how sure do you think you can do this? Are you really sure, a little sure, or what might that look like?
Uh, to be honest with you, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle because I've not been able to do in the past. I mean, I've tried lots of other things, and so far I haven't made it work yet. So somewhere in the middle, I guess.
Okay. Well, any ideas of what we might be able to do to raise your confidence in that, or your sureness?
Um, well, I guess I need to do something to make it, 4 glasses, think about how, exactly like when am I going to do this 4 glasses thing, right? What would that look like in my real day? Because sometimes, you get to working and you just sit and you work and you just don't stop, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe I could, maybe I could, I've got a nice new water bottle. Maybe I could, and probably that water bottle is equal to 2 tall glasses of water. Maybe if I bring the water bottle to my desk, and then by lunchtime, make sure I've drank it once, and then before I end my day, make sure I've done it again. Something like that. That's probably a little better.
Okay. So with that, what would that confidence or your sureness look like now? You came up with an idea of how you might be able to raise that. What do
Well,
you think that is now?
it's higher than the middle now, so I guess more most of the way there. But yeah, I'm still a little hesitant, but most of the way there. Yeah.
Okay. So would you find it helpful to check in on on how things are going?
Probably, because yeah, it would probably be good to have a little bit of accountability.
Okay. And what would that look like?
Um, well, I could, I use my phone. I have this, reminder program. I use that reminder program, and oh gosh, maybe I could even put it on my calendar, because I'm always looking at my calendar and using the reminders there. So I could do something like that. I could actually, put it on my phone twice a day, fill the water bottle. Yeah, I could try that.
And would you like me to check in on how things are going with that?
Well, I think I'm gonna see you again in a couple weeks. Maybe we can check in then too. But yeah, that we could do that too.
Okay.
Little extra push.
All right. So I'll check in on you when I see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, that sounds
Okay.
really good.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes. Thank you.